me a call.
What's up, it's DJ. Welcome to my channel. Now, if you're a Gamma Dose of the Jade Giant, today's featured Hulk item is from a company called Applause. Now, if you were around the early 90s, mid-90s, I'm sure you're aware of the toy company Applause. They were pretty popular in the 90s, and they did eventually go bankrupt, I think, late 90s, early 2000s, and you don't really see much of their stuff anymore. But they were really popular in the 90s. They had Marvel, Power Rangers, I think WWF, which is WWE now, so wrestling stuff. A lot of miniature figures and stuff. Really popular. And Applause came out with some pretty cool Marvel characters. And I have a Rotocast Hulk from them that's about maybe 15, 16 inches tall. He's kind of hunched over, so you'll see what I mean when I show you the actual figure, but if he was straightened out completely, I think he'd be about 16 inches tall. Rotocast is completely rubber, hollow light figure with mixed media, which is like cloth materials for his pants. So I'll show you what he looks like right now. So I kind of have to angle him, the camera, a little bit lower than I normally do. I normally would have it like this, but if you can take a look at this Hulk, you can see that he's pretty hunched over. So when you want to try to display this guy, you have to have him really high up on a shelf, just so when you look at him, he looks like this. And from this angle, it looks really good. But from this angle, you can't see shit. So, now in regards to Applause, came out in 1997. So you can see the light hitting the rubber and the plastic, and you can almost see through it. It's almost like a translucent when light hits it. Again, it's like a very... If you ever see like those coin bust banks, it's like a PVC, but a rubberized PVC, but very, very hollow and very, very little articulation. But I'll show you what the face looks like right now up close. This is very much, Professor Hulk, late 90s, so 97 style face for Hulk. Very interesting proportions. So you have really, really big traps in the back and shoulders, and like a narrow chest, and then a really, really narrow abdomen. Then you have the cloth pants, and there are the feet. Now in regards to the arms are humongous. He's like a giant gorilla. So if you straighten him out and you straighten his arms out, the proportions are so weird. Because his hands and fists would be like down to his ankles probably if he was standing up straight. Which is just a very interesting take. Very monster-esque for Applause in regards to this Hulk. So I'll show you the length of the arms on the side. See really, really big shoulders and big hands, and then smaller bis, tris, and forearms. Look at the bis in the forearms compared to the legs. Like, look how skinny the legs are. Compare, his forearms are bigger than his legs. The cut on the pants are okay. You see nice calves, and then the big feet, and then the big old back. So that's what the back looks like. Just very, very interesting take. So I'll show you the back here. So their slogan is "Everyone loves to get applause." They're out of California. Again, came out in 1997. So this is considered an Incredible Hulk vinyl doll, which is basically just a Rotocast figure. Here's the old Marvel Superheroes logo. You can see a kind of their inspiration on like proportions with the shoulders and stuff of that era. So Marvel Comics, The Incredible Hulk. Bombarded by intense waves of gamma radiation, scientist Bruce Banner found his life irrevocably altered. Now, whenever his pulse races, Banner transforms into a rampaging man-monster known as the Incredible Hulk. So with him hunched over like this, he's probably like 12 inches. If you straightened his back out and his legs, he'd be about 16 inches. As for sculpt, again, very interesting sculpt. I like the rarity of these, and these are pretty expensive in the aftermarket. So I like having it, and I love Rotocast vinyl figures. So I do appreciate having this in the collection. But if you want my honest opinion on how it looks, it's just awkward and not the greatest figure. If you're a Hulk collector and you love this type of stuff, and I love vinyl figures, so I would get this no matter what. But in comparison to other Rotocast vinyl figures, this one just is weird, but kind of cool. I don't know. So sculpt, I'll give it like a 7.5. If he was standing straight up, it might be a little bit different, maybe a different pose. But just the proportions are so strange. There's the pants and the rips. Pretty cheap fabric. Not the greatest looking. So, I mean, overall, sculpt, I'll give 7.5. Paint, Like very, very little paint. You just have the hair, eyes, eyebrows, and teeth. Here, there's a little bit of mix of colors, but nothing special. And that is it. No wall wash, no different greens, no shading, no nothing coming from this. So paint, I'll give like a 7. I don't think it's good. Articulation, again, very weird. You have no articulation at all. Basically, you just have the arms, so just the shoulder areas. You can't turn the head, waist. There might be a waist swivel, but I'm not even gonna move it to find out. And you can't move the legs at all. So quality with articulation. So articulation, I will give this like a 6. Not very good. Might as well just be a statue. It scratches pretty easily. It held up since 97, so 27 years old. It's an old figure. But as for quality, I'm gonna give this like a 7.8. So overall for this figure, I'm gonna give it high 7s, 7.8, 7.7. I think that's about the ballpark of what you'll get from this. Now price, extremely expensive in the aftermarket. You might be able to find him for like, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks, maybe a little bit more in the aftermarkets when he like seldomly comes up because he's just really rare. If you really love Hulk and you love this type of stuff, you like bigger figures, you love vinyl rotocast stuff, then I get it if you want to pay the money. This was 15, 20 bucks back in the day. That's manageable, but 50, 60 bucks for this figure, I don't recommend it for that much. So if you can get it for a steal around 25 bucks, take the plunge. But other than that, I would just pass it by. So hope you enjoyed this, guys. Hulk, smash the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. All right, take care, guys. Peace.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.